Hi there, everybody. It's Professor Malat. This is your prep composition course overview video. So I wanted to take a minute to just kind of walk through our Canvas page that you can see here and show you the different elements and hopefully help you navigate the course a little bit more easily. So this is our home page. Excuse me. That welcomes you to the course. And of course, we have some buttons here to help you navigate through the information. We have the first one here is called Start Here. Um, and of course, that is taking you to the course overview page. So hopefully you will have already seen that and have gotten to the course overview video. If you click on each button, it will take you to the different parts of the page. So we have the weekly course procedure, and keep in mind that we will be running from a Monday through a Sunday type of schedule. We will start each new week on Monday with an announcement in your work for the week, and that work will be due on a Sunday. So you can read through all of this. I'm not going to take the time to read through the whole page for you. There's also a note on time management. You can also jump back to the top of the page and go to the next tab or the next button. So let's take a look at course organization and navigation. This is very important. Many students will be tempted just to look at the assignments and not look at the weekly modules. However, I have set up the course in such a way that you need to access each module for the week because that module contains important learning resources and information to help you complete each week's assignment. So you can navigate through module, and I tell you to go over to the modules over here, click on modules, and it will bring up the various modules. You will see each week is laid out. It looks exactly the same, with an information overview that contains our weekly objectives as well as readings for the week. I want you to make note. I do not make readings as separate assignments. It's understood that you will come into the weekly module, you will see what needs to be read, and you will read it. It does not show up on your to do list as an assignment because it's not an assignment that I mark. That would be overkill. It's assumed that you will read the things that I have put there for you to read. Likewise, with watching, you will have videos that you will need to watch each week. I will record a weekly overview video that goes through the resources for each week. I may also include other video materials from outside of the course, things like crash course videos and other types of instructional videos that I think may help you to round out your knowledge base. At the very bottom, you will see the assignments for the week. You will see a link to the assignment. You click on the link, it will take you into the assignment submission area, and it will have a reminder of the due date. So, as I said, each due date is Sunday, unless there is some kind of activity that I want you to submit during the middle of the week, but typically, and that's usually for discussion board responses, but typically your assignments will be due on Sunday. So let's go back to the home page. In the Start Here unit, oh yes, we also have frequently asked questions. These are questions that you can look through, questions about online courses, how much work you will have each week. And then at the bottom, there is a note about how to submit assignments. Assignments will, of course, be submitted through our course learning management system, Canvas. We use MLA format, and you will be learning more about that in the coming weeks. But MLA is what we use in English at UC Claremont. Your written assignments, so that means short papers, rough drafts, and revisions, should be formatted with double spacing, 12-point font, 1-inch margins, and they should be submitted as Word documents, either Doc or DocX, or PDF formats. I don't want you to share Google Docs because it doesn't play nicely with Canvas for some reason. Instead, you will need to know how to download your Google Doc as a Microsoft Word doc or PDF and save it to your computer so then it can be uploaded to the system. We'll talk a little bit about how to save your documents, or you should read it. I'm not going to talk about it. You should read it. So that's it for the course overview page. Next is information about me. If you click on Professor, it will take you to a page where you can read about me. Of course, I've already done a little introduction video, but you can read more about me. You can also read my teaching philosophy, but here is important contact information. So because it's summer, I'm not going to have any set office hours at first. I need to really feel that out. Summer is a busy time with my family, and because this is an online course, it can be hard to pinpoint when I will actually be at my desk where I can meet with students and have access to the files that are on my computer. I can meet on phone. That's not a problem, but typically, if you need me to answer a question and I need access to files and documents and that kind of thing, it's much better if I'm at home at my desk. Phone number 513-278-7886. That's a Google phone number, so you can phone or text. I prefer texting over phoning. I just don't like to talk on the phone all that much. I know it's weird, but texting is perfectly acceptable. And of course, if you text me in the middle of the night, I'm not going to see it until the next morning because my phone is set on snooze until 7 o'clock the next morning. My email address, please use your UC email. My email address is malottvj@ucmail.uc.edu. Excuse me. Of course, there is also a card here that you can click on and get quick access to that contact information. Then we have a link to the syllabus. I will have a separate syllabus video that we will go through the syllabus, as well as a link to the modules. So you can access the modules from the home page by clicking on this button, or you can come over to the left-hand navigation panel and navigate that way. There's also a help card here. If you need help with Canvas, you can search the Canvas student guide. This will take you to Canvas's website. If you're having some kind of technical problems with the system, you can reach out to our UC Claremont Tech Services people, and they'd be happy to help you. Anything else on this page? Again, this is kind of just a reiteration of getting started. Read through the syllabus, watch the course orientation. There's also student resources that you should be familiar with. I'll open that for a moment. So things like the Canvas tutorials. Again, there's a link to Claremont Technical Help, our UC Claremont policies, a link to the library, UC Claremont Learning Commons, tutoring, and academic support services. This is really important, especially for you who are in this prep composition. You do have access to online tutors and online writing center people who will be able to help you with your writing. So I don't have to be the only resource for help. You can reach out to a tutor, have somebody read through your document and give you tips for your writing. So please make use of Learning Commons and academic writing. There's also student support services, information about accessibility. So if you have any accommodations or need accessible materials, please let me know through accessibility resources. And lastly, there's information about HonorLock. I do not use HonorLock in my courses because we don't take any kind of test. So that's the Claremont Student Resources. right? Yeah. And then at the bottom, it's also helpful to download the Canvas for Students app on your mobile devices. So if you have a tablet or a cell phone, there is an app that you can have on your phone so that you can quickly access the Canvas Student app. That's available for both Apple, iOS, and Android phones or devices. It's really helpful to have this app on your phone. I cannot stress it enough. I use it a lot when I'm out, if I'm at a sports activity with my son, but I have a student who has a question, I can look on my phone, go through the app, and access the course materials that way, and then answer the question through email. And likewise, if you as a student are sitting and waiting, whether you have kids or whether you're just in a waiting room somewhere and you have some extra time, you can quickly access course materials. You can do short assignments like discussion boards, quizzes, and anything that's really easy to do. I don't recommend trying to write your papers through your mobile devices. It is possible, but it's really difficult. But it's really great to have that Canvas student app on your devices. So make sure that you download those. And if you have any questions about that, feel free to ask me. So that is roughly the overview. We will talk in greater detail when I record the syllabus video. But welcome to the class. I'm looking forward to the semester. Take care, everybody.